What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Rival Talk for Week 4 of the 2022 NFL season. And yes, I am wearing Mariners gear right now because they are about to end the drought and clinch the playoffs. So, of course, I'm going to be repping them right now. As always, I am joined by my lovely co-host, Marcus. Marcus, how you doing?
Hey.
Oh, are we having some connection issue there? Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Oh boy. You can't hear? Okay, hold on. Let's try something real quick here. Can you hear me now, Marcus?
Whoa, yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I think I can hear you better now.
Technical difficulties are figured out.
Yeah, so welcome to a special edition of Rival Talk that is going to air right before the games kick off tomorrow. What are you doing out here, Marcus?
Just checking the Mariners out with their 21-year playoff drought ending last night. That was one of the best nights ever.
Yeah, probably one of the best nights ever.
And
now we
Penix.
have our even though the Huskies did lose last night, but Penix still showed up. Penix was solid still last night.
Penix was he was really throwing the ball, thrusting it downfield, but the defense let him down.
Yeah, unfortunately he didn't have the protection, so that's
By the way, the wives are in the front seat.
Yeah,
right
so if
now.
you hear any noises or anything, we're in a parking garage right now, so if you hear any honks, you know. All right, so let's just get into it here real quick. Congratulations on your goose egg last week. 0 points.
Yeah, it's going well.
I managed to. So your locks are 1 and 2, so picking up right where we left off.
What's new?
So you're at 5 points. I'm at 9 points.
Oh.
We did make a mistake with the pooch picks.
Sorry, I thought it was
No worries about that.
Okay.
Just like we said, we got some stuff going on in the background.
Sorry.
The producers don't know how to be quiet. Anyways, anyways.
I dragged it into the hole.
So pooch picks. This is going swimmingly.
Henry.
Henry was right actually. So I went back and reviewed the film. Henry did pick Green Bay, not the Buccaneers. It was mixed up because of the way Marcus had it set up with the whole thing.
It was a mess.
Yeah, it was definitely a mess. It was chaos. So all pooches are 2-1 right now. And coming up this week, we got Diogi and Drake picking Kansas City, and Henry picking Tampa Bay. So if Henry gets it right, then he's in first.
It's been a while since he's been in first place.
Yep. And then we'll have weeks 5 through 9 for pooch picks next week, probably after Rival Talk. So
Can't wait.
Yep. All right. Well, only really bit of news we'll discuss here real quick because this needs to be discussed as a Tua situation.
Oh, not Antonio Brown?
If you want to talk about that real quick.
No, just if you like train wrecks, Antonio Brown is a train wreck, and something just happened with him in a hotel pool in Dubai, India. So
the video is censored to a degree, though.
Yeah,
but
you can check it out if you want to.
Just look at the shirts here.
If you like Penix, then go ahead and check that video out.
Anyways, so Tua,
Yeah.
the Dolphins are in some deep trouble. Their doctor already got fired, so figured that was going to happen. He should not have played that game.
No,
4 days
all.
after he was walking around like a drunk man.
That was one of the weirdest things I've ever seen
Yeah.
when he's down on the field too with his hands and it's just
Oh,
cringy.
gosh. I looked it up and they called it the fencing position. Apparently, that's what happens when you're really like knocked out. I guess. Like
Great.
a concussion.
Okay.
So
yeah, it wasn't good.
It was not good. So hopefully he'll be okay. He should not play for a few weeks at least.
In my opinion, Mike McDaniel should get fired and be resent to his position as 49ers offensive coordinator.
I don't know about that, but I think he's just fine where he's at.
Nope.
Transition that into the Niners. You want to talk about your Niners real quick? I mean,
That
I guess
Sunday,
it's still Russell Wilson. You just can't beat Russell Wilson.
Yeah, no, it obviously wasn't the Seahawks that own us. It was Russell Wilson.
But you can attest to Russell Wilson not being as good as.
Apparently,
he's
Geno
denied,
Smith,
right?
he was right last year. Geno Smith is better than Russell Wilson. That's
Just
not a joke.
Numbers don't lie.
Yep. So now Russell Wilson is 18-4 against us, and they won in a baseball score 11-10. It was awful to watch. It was boring, and that same day the Mariners gave up 11 runs in an inning. So although it ended up working out just fine because we clinched yesterday, but that was a bad day, and I truly don't even. We just looked like crap. The defense was good. There's no doubt about
I'm
it.
guessing there was not much communication at home that night.
No. No, actually, yeah. The wife doesn't like to talk to me after the 49ers lose, and that was a bad one. So, yeah, there's not much to say about that game. Jimmy Garoppolo looked like crap. The offensive line looked like crap. We lost Trent Williams for 4 weeks. It's not good. So, yeah, I don't want to talk about that game. We're not that good, perhaps, and we'll see what happens going forward. Jimmy Garoppolo needs to be better. Let's just say that for sure.
Yeah. All right, so you're playing.
We got at Los Angeles.
At Los Angeles.
The Rams
the
on
Rams.
Monday
Yeah.
Night Football.
So how's that going to go with the keys there?
My keys would be Garoppolo needs to quit missing passes. He's
Or
missing,
does Shanahan need to stop making stupid plays?
Yeah, there was the controversy where apparently Garoppolo yelled out that these plays suck to Shanahan's play calling, which, I was worried about losing Mike McDaniel in the offseason, and that seems to be something that's hindering us right now. Either that or Shanahan's so gun shy with Garoppolo since he's basically screwed him over the last few years, not getting stuff done.
Yeah.
I almost said another S word. Stuff done. That he doesn't like calling tough plays for him, plays where he has to actually go do something. So he's very timid with his play calling. So I don't know. Something needs to change. They just need to just go for it, because what's the point? If you don't let Jimmy cook, then we're not going to win games anyway.
Let insert
so.
quarterback.
Sorry.
As you were
It's
saying.
okay.
As you were
It's
saying.
okay.
Sorry,
So
Mark.
it's okay. Doesn't matter. Sound like a great song, but we got copyright issues with YouTube. So yeah, my keys to the Rams game would just be Jimmy Garoppolo needs to be more accurate. Like you said, Shanahan needs to better play calling. Defense, just keep doing what they're doing. And I guess the running game still needs to be better. The running game at times has been a little worse than I want it to be, and we need to get Jordan Mason some carries, because he only had one carry last week, and it was a good carry. It looked fine. Just get the playmakers the ball and let them do some stuff for once. It's getting old, but those are my keys. I'm just a little defeated when it comes to the Niners right now, and hopefully they prove me wrong just like they did last year. But yeah.
So real quick, would you say the Broncos are a good team or no?
No, their defense is very
defense,
good.
yes,
I will
yes.
say this, but I think the Seahawks are a better team than the Broncos. At least
You heard it
right
from a
away.
Niners fan.
At least right now. And, I mean, it's kind of hard. The offense is definitely, the Seahawks offense is night and day better than the Seahawks. But it's also, I would say, the Broncos defense is night and day better.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously the stats don't lie. You beat them, so I would say right now you're a better team than them.
All right. So for the Hawks, that was a tough loss. But there's a lot of good things, a lot of reason for optimism, because Geno Smith is playing way better than anticipated. And really the things that are killing the Hawks are just minor things that can be cleaned up and fixed. Their tackling, number one, is still not good. That can be cleaned up and fixed. And then penalties too killed us really a lot too, and that's a lot with our young cornerbacks. And while Abe Lucas has been really good, he has been penalized a lot, so that needs to be cleaned up too. So it's really things that can be fixed. So that's why I still don't think we're gonna make the playoffs this year, but I do think we still can get to 8 or 9 wins or so, make a run for it.
Yeah.
Really, this feels like a 2011 type season for me, where we started off really slow and bad, and we finished strong and took that into the next season, and we know how that went. So. Then the coverage schemes too. I could tell Pete has changed up the defense a bit, but still the coverage still just is lacking and is really bad. There's just so many open holes in the zones that he runs. It's not.
Is it too basic, or is
yeah.
it too complicated and they're not figuring it out?
I think it might be too complicated, honestly,
Okay.
because a lot of it seems to be some communication issues most of the time. So I think need to maybe simplify it a little bit, especially since there's so many young players on
Missing
that defense.
Jamal Adams, is that a problem?
That-
Was he the play caller on defense? I don't know if he was or not.
Well, Bobby was, so missing
Okay.
that.
Yeah, of
I think
course.
Jamal was becoming it, but
Yeah.
it's little things. It's a young defense, and it's gonna get cleaned up. But there are those growing pains right now. So.
Yeah.
So this week at Detroit, and Detroit actually seems like a decent football team. So
They do. Especially the offense.
yeah. So this isn't going to be a cakewalk, obviously, but I do think the Hawks can win this game. But the keys are going to be, number one, tackle. I mean, you're not going to win a football game if you can't tackle. I think we've learned that. So just that needs to get cleaned up now. Number two, keep Geno unleashed. I mean, the offense has been pretty incredible, honestly. The offense, we haven't run the ball that much. We've been throwing a lot and having success throwing it.
He's
so
been super accurate as well.
he has, yeah. I think it's around like 78% accuracy or something like that. So it's been really interesting to see. So yeah, keep Geno unleashed. And then number three, pressure Goff. Our defense has been doing a good job of pressuring the quarterback, and even if we don't have the sacks to show for it, we've been getting the pressure there. And Goff, I mean, our team's playing for years. You know, if you
Yeah.
get Goff under pressure, he's going to fold. He's
Yeah.
not good under pressure. So
Always.
if you give him the time there, then he'll pick you apart. But you got to get the pressure on him there. So yeah, so those are my keys. And yeah, so we talked about Pooch picks. So we got our picks now. So what? Start off with your always a locks.
I truly hate picking locks, but I'm going to go Packers over Patriots, because the Patriots quarterback is out. Although I did this in week 2, and Cooper Rush beat the Cincinnati Bengals. But I'm going Packers over Patriots by 7.
All right, and I feel like I should probably change my lock too because I have the same lock. I'm taking Packers over Patriots by 8, so I feel like maybe I should change it now because yours is always wrong. So if you go down, I go down too.
That's fine.
All right, upsets. I think both of our upsets are a little questionable maybe this
There
week.
wasn't, they were kind of tough. It's either
Yeah.
like an upset that had 0 shot or one that wasn't. Well,
It's going to be an easy cheat point.
I think it's just we're gonna have to play this by ear every
Yeah,
week. But I'm going Washington over Dallas by 2.
Yeah, I do think that would be somewhat of an upset.
Yeah.
And if my upset, I'm going with the Raiders over the Broncos by 4.
Oh.
So.
All right.
Yep. All right. Random game for you. Who you got between the Jets and the Steelers? I had to pick a game that.
Oh no, and Zach Wilson's playing this week, so
Yep.
that's a.
Yep. So that's totally an unknown.
Okay. I think Flacco was doing pretty decent. But Zach Wilson could have taken a step, and you have no idea because he barely had a shot. I'm going Steelers by 1. I'm just going to go Steelers by 1. I don't know.
Steelers by 1. All right, mine.
Well, I got a spicy one for you. 49ers versus Rams.
So before the championship game, you were on
7 in a row.
7 in a row. And it's in
LA.
It doesn't matter really because it's a home game for the Niners
Yeah.
anyways. You know what? The Rams have been a little shaky.
But the Niners have been more.
I think the Niners are
shaky.
better than their record shows, though. I'm gonna go Niners. I'm gonna go.
Oh.
I'm gonna go Niners by 3.
Well, that just backfired. Last week, I did the whole the Falcons and Seahawks thing to try to get some points, and okay, fair enough.
I think the Niners are better than they show. So.
All right.
All right. So who are you taking in your Niners?
Yeah,
game?
I mean, I'm definitely not confident in this. I did say last week if they lost to the Broncos that I was going to start picking with my head and not my heart, but I'm still going 49ers by 1 just because I haven't exactly liked what I've seen out of Stafford this year so far. Their running game is basically non-existent. I'm not as scared of their wide receivers besides Cooper Kupp, that is. Obviously, he's impossible to cover. As maybe years past, I don't think Allen Robinson has really taken there just yet. Their defense isn't as dominant as it's been in the past, so if the 49ers play their game and don't just piss it down their leg, they should be able to. They'll be in the game. That's not that they're going to win. They're both pretty good teams, so I just think they'll be in there at the end and hopefully maybe get a turnover to up 3 at the very end of the game, get a turnover to ice it. That's kind of how I feel that they're going to win. If LA has the ball to end the game, then if the 49ers need a drive to win at the end of the game, I'm not so sure they're going to win that. They got to have.
Jimmy has been clutch before, though.
He has been, but I don't know what's going on. If it really is just that he didn't have the off-season program, which it definitely could be. That's what he's blaming it on. But he's looked very rusty so far. So this needs to be the game that they get right, or else the season's pretty much over. So I just basically that's what I'm going with. It's if they don't win, I can just focus on the Mariners only, I guess.
But hey, you said the season was over last year when they were like
3-5. They were 3-5, and they looked really bad. And I did say the season was over, and they made the NFC Championship game. So,
congratulations on your victory.
Right.
And what's funny here though is since we're both picking the Niners to win, if they lose, you're the one who loses the point, but I don't lose anything.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. You get 0, I get -1. So great.
All right, well, for the Hawks, I am still going to take them in this game because I do think they definitely have the capability to win this game.
But you're a Detroit fanboy as well.
I am.
I don't know. Right?
I mean, I like Campbell.
Yeah.
He's a great coach. I think they are on the right track. But, it's the Hawks. I feel like they should win this game. They have the talent there to win this game. It's really going to come down to starting to clean up and make those fixes that they need to make. So.
Yeah.
But I'm taking them by 1 because it can go either way. So. Yep. All right. So we both have the same lock. The Packers. You got the Commanders.
Yes.
The Commanders.
I just say Washington now, so I don't screw up.
Over Dallas by 2 is upset. I got Raiders over Broncos Country Let's Ride by 4. You got Steelers, right? Steelers
Yes.
over Jets.
Yep.
I have Niners over Rams. You have Niners over Rams, and then I have Hawks over Lions.
Man, I gotta make the slow and steady climb back into this thing.
Well, you did last year when we were both like in the negative, so.
That's true. And the year before, when you were way ahead of me.
And also, just want to say real quick, because we are playing each other in fantasy this week, so I just want to say congratulations on your victory
No,
this week.
he's
So-
already way ahead of me after Thursday night's
Oh, yeah,
game.
yeah,
He's
I've-
winning by 1,000 percentage points, actually 1,000,000. He's up. I have 0 points. He has like 6.
I've got a whopping 5.9 from Jalen Waddle, so
I don't think there's any way I can beat him. Plus, he's undefeated against me in the regular season, and I don't think that changes.
I lose when it matters, and this does matter because I could be 4-0 instead of 3-1.
No,
so
this
it
doesn't matter.
matters.
Yeah,
It matters.
you're going to murder me, and that's fine. That's it. It is what it is. It will be what it will be, and congratulations.
This is a big game too because we're in the same division. You're 2-1. I'm 3-0. If I lose, we're both 3-1.
His wife is
so.
flipping us off from the front seat right now.
So my season's going to be on the downturn after I lose this week. So congratulations.
Okay. Yeah, congratulations, though. It'll be a nice, easy, smooth victory for you.
Well, it will be what it will be,
Exactly.
and it is what it is, and and it is that the Mariners are now a playoff team. So yeah, that
Yeah.
Yep.
It's still it's kind of sunken in, but not really now. But
the way it happened just hasn't sunk.
yeah, for sure. And now it's more of how far are we going to go more than anything. And I don't want this to be a. We'll go to the Mariners for a little bit here. I don't want this to be a first round exit. I think we can beat any team
Yeah, for sure.
in the majors, maybe besides the Astros and the Dodgers. But even if we play our game, we can beat anybody.
We can compete at least.
Yeah,
So.
for sure.
Yep. All right. Well, you got anything else?
No, I got nothing.
All right.
It's been a nice nice weekend here in Seattle. Finally got to do the old rival talk in person. How about that?
How about that? Yeah.
After 10 years of talking on Facebook.
So I think it started with a Mariners group and some
Yeah,
Some beef.
yeah. There was some drama and it's fine. TikToks. We haven't moved from this spot since we
Yeah, this is incredible,
parked,
actually,
tried to
so.
leave the parking garage. So the wives are getting a little restless up there, and they've had to listen to us talk about football. So
food needs to be consumed.
yeah, I think they need to be fed. It's getting kind of crazy in here.
All right. Well, thanks all of you out there for being patient. Specifically, Tom.
Oh, Tom,
That's now
Tom.
a 6 or 7 week
Yeah.
streak of shouting out Tom.
Our,
So
our best fan,
best
our
fan.
most dedicated fan. We got him. And Carrie. My wife doesn't care, so she's never listened to this until today. This is the first time.
so front row seats.
Yeah.
But yeah, so thanks for the patience. This should be posted here. It's Saturday afternoon, evening, so it should be posted soon as long as I can get it uploaded, whatever the service is out here. So yeah. All right. Well, here you have it for our special edition of Rival Talk. We'll see what week 4 holds. 1 month of the NFL season already down. So yeah, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, and Warriors Den, let's ride.